Hello everybody, my name is Horizon and welcome to a live duel. For today we actually have actually kind of people wanted this, but it's more of Orcust versus Altergeist, but the match 2. So Orcust won match 1 if you haven't seen. That was my first video ever posted. And I actually got a lot of views on that. And last time I checked I had like over 200 views, so I'm actually very happy that I actually got that much viewership, I guess I would call it. But this was one of the videos that really wanted me to do YouTube content for Yu-Gi-Oh! So I'm actually very happy that it did really well. But starting off, I believe Altergeist went first, but Altergeist wanted to get that rematch because the painful loss of match 1. So match 2, let's hope it goes any better. So it looks like firing off. So Orcust went to go first, so firing off Greffer by discarding Nightmare, activating Greffer's effect to discard Bombard to send a Dark Monster to the graveyard. Let's see what Orcust's dump is. It's probably going to be a Skeleton or a World 1 to really get that combo started. Yep, firing off that, dropping that World 1. Activating World 1, targeting Greffer, going to send a Dark Machine to the graveyard, sending Skeleton, boosting Greffer by 300, but not going to matter, he's going to link it off into Galatea. Activating World Wand to target the Nightmare and special summon it to his field. Special summoning, now he has 2 monsters, now you can make Galatea, linking 2 into Nightmare Galatea, or not Nightmare, Orcust Galatea. Look, what he wants to do, activating Galatea effect, shuffling back World 1. And now what he set, probably a Babel. Unless he has a Babel in hand, then that's called let's just call it good hand. Setting the Babel, he doesn't have Crescendo, but if he sets because typically every Orcust player is going to want to set the Babel so they can play on your opponent's turn by either making Dingirsu and sending things to the graveyard, or using Brass Bombard to protect yourself from battle, using Gizmek to get additional body, or even Nightmare to boost your monster during the damage calculation because it is a quick effect. Activating Skeleton, reviving Nightmare. Especially Nightmare. Now here comes the Dingirsu blade, Dingirsu attach, linking the Galatea, so you have a disruption for next turn to stop Altergeist from doing whatever they want. Oh, make an IP Masquerena for the Unicorn combo. Okay. That's not a bad idea. Setting 1 card, and looks like I think oh wow, Monster Reborn. The top deck is real. DD Crow hitting the Galatea. Alright, I would hit the Dingirsu, but okay. Main deck DD Crow. Good luck, Altergeist. You're gonna need it. Normal summon Marionetter, activate Marionetter's effect. Looks like Infinite Impermanence comes out to negate the Marionetter. Okay, they're talking about what column Impermanence negating. Remember, if it's set and activated and negates a card, it negates every single spell card in that column. Alright, after that resolves, firing off the Dingirsu to send away the Marionetter. Okay, setting 1, probably setting 2. And looks like that's the end of Altergeist's turn. Let's see if anything happens on end phase. Like always, it's going to happen on end phase. Nightmare targeting whatever he wants, so probably IP Masquerena or Dingirsu, doesn't really matter. Sending a Dark Machine to the graveyard, probably going to be Skeleton because he kind of needs that. Oh wow, he sets the World 1. He's going to special summon the Galatea next turn. So, let's see what Altergeist can do to protect himself during the end phase. Okay, so firing off Anti-Spell Fragrance. Next Multi-Figure will trigger. Multi-Figure special himself, Multi-Figure effect. Now activating to special summon a Altergeist monster from the deck in defense position, but you're locked into Altergeist monster for the rest of the turn. Doesn't really matter because it's not his turn, it is the Orcust player's turn. Looking at this board, it's actually kind of interesting, but I don't think the anti-spell trade is really going to hurt him. I really don't understand why you would main deck that. I'm always a person to side that versatility that into the stuff. But okay. World 1 Special Nightmare. I would special on the Galatea if I was you. But let's see. Looking at his hand, seeing what he wants to do. I'm not familiar with the extra deck toolbox. I guess he's reading Roll 1 now to see if he locked him in the dark. I don't remember if World 1 does lock you in the dark, but it's good to read. Okay, Link 3. Yep, Link 3. Okay, in the Long Gear suit. Okay. So he wants to get rid of the Sequidius by bouncing him, by forcing him to bounce it. That makes sense. Here he has 2 banish. Chain Longirsu sending. So chain 1. So chain 1 Sequidius bouncing multifigure's cost. Then chain 2 Longirsu sending Sequidius to the graveyard because it is linked and Sequidius targeting Dingirsu. Now Longirsu cannot attack, but he can just make Ding now to attach the World 1 wherever he needs. Honestly, why did Ding get printed? This is such an overpowered card. Okay, Nightmare targeting Longirsu to send a Dark Machine to the graveyard. Okay, sending Skeleton to the graveyard. Still looking at the extra deck. Maybe he's trying to figure out if he can Boros or OTK him, or maybe Zeo Bolos to get rid of that back row. Alright, making Dingirsu, activating probably Dingirsu's effect to send. Nope, he has a response. Ah, merit. Okay, so on Dingirsu's summon, I'm assuming he's choosing to special summon Sequidius. Ding, sending that away. Sequidius now hits the grave. Sequidius now adding. Alright, it makes sense. He wants to keep the anti-spell for Sequidius because he believes that will keep him alive from stopping him from activating like a lore or Call by the Grave. What else he had? Orcust Return. Oh, revealing Snake. Pitching the Snake. Snake summon, special summon Galatea. After the effect, shuffle back, set it to crescendo, so he has a negate. Honestly, Orcust is now in the driver's seat because no matter what Altergeist do, unless he baits out the negate, Altergeist might have 3 cards in hand, but if not, I don't see a way unless maybe he has like a strike, strike and a judgment. Right now, I don't see it. I don't see Altergeist turning back the tables. So, draw for turn, setting 2, and is that a Kunkiri in his hand? Ooh, the bricks are real. Pass, but he does have multi-vigor, so it's not a bad thing. Having a skeleton, reviving Ding, effect to send. And Rudy scoots it up. So, that's funny. Now they're going to begin to start sighting. What they're going to do, I'm assuming Michael's going to start sighting in his probably his back removal, such as like Twin Twister and Cosmic Cyclone. I'm more of a Galaxy Cyclone person. But Rudy is only Altergeist sighting in. Rudy with Altergeist sighting in 4, and looks like Michael's sighting in 3. Interesting. I'm always a person who sights in more. But looks like I believe they're done sighting. Rudy's still looking like he's still trying to find one more card to take out a side. So one more card, and there you go. Now the shuffling begins. no matter what you are a player, you always typically want to power shuffle when you do this. It's just a recommended thing to do. Here I am going like, you need a home field advantage. You need to win this match. So I gave Rudy an Altergeist mat to borrow. So I gave him a... It was kind of funny when I was like, oh yeah, you need home field advantage. Here you go, Altergeist mat. Because I'm also a person who plays Altergeist. I mean, actually, right now I'm in a deck crisis. I've lost so many decks, or at least I've scrapped so many decks. I'm just like, what I need to do. Deck crises are like life crises, but you don't know what deck to play. But Altergeist probably going first because it is a thing. You must go first, Altergeist. Setting 1, 2, 3, and 4. Passing, probably having a multi-figure in hand. Standby. Oh wow, personal spoofing, shuffling back multi-figure. Ash Blossom, activating Gravedigger's Trap Hole. Interesting. Okay, negating the Ash Blossom and burning your opponent for 2,000. That's an interesting side. Okay, so personal spoofing, shuffling back multi-figures cost, adding multi-figure triggering, special summoning now Sequidius from the deck to get a bounce. And he's still sitting on 2 back row, but with that resource, normally Armageddon Knight effect, trigger on summon to dump a dark monster to the graveyard. I think Rudy's going to allow it, so yep, he allowed it. Now probably sending Nightmare to the graveyard. Alright, sending World One to the graveyard. Interesting. Okay, probably has something in his hand to... he still has... Mothman. So this Mothman must trigger or he's bricked. So 4 cards in hand. One hitting the skeleton. That's a really good hit. Special summoning Mothman and getting a free draw. Man, this is why I hate dangers. I believe Orcust bricked. Reading the attack, so multi-figure with 800 and Sequidia with 1500. Armageddon Knight 1400, and I believe Mothman was 1700. But 2 level 4s, let's hope maybe he can make a Buduska? What to do? Figure out your brick you may do. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so Sequidia's bouncing back to Mothman, which I personally don't advise of that because main phase 2, he's going to reveal Mothman to get that additional draw again. So 4, hitting the Mothman. Each player draws 1 and discards 1. Discarding the Nightmare. Okay, Rudy discards the multi-figure, so assuming he has something. But now he can actually go into his combo. After a Nightmare, banishing, looks like Gravedigger Trap Hole again. It's not once per turn. Burning Michael for another 2,000 to 4,000 damage. Alright, activating World Wands effect. Special Nightmare. Honestly, there was no point of doing that, but it really, you had to do it to burn your opponent's life points. Because he already had the World Wand in the grave, he had the skeleton, and the only thing he'd be sending would probably be the Babel or the Gearsu. Okay, summoning Galatea, and then immediately Compulsed. Draw, standby, spoofing, shuffle back. Grabbing a Marionetter, because that's be the best option, because you're low on traps. Yep. Let's see. What else will you do? Normal summon Marionetter. Marionetter effect. Setting probably Protocol. Or, actually, no. Yeah, Protocol. Alright, Marionette attacks for 16. After Marionette's effect, targeting is multi-figure in the graveyard, special summoning, multi-figure effect triggers, special summoning another Altergeist monster, so probably Meliseek to get that Hextia out. Maybe? No, just Sequidius. Interesting. A combo you could have done right here was... Yeah, a combo you could have done was special summon Marionette, or not Marionette, special summon Meliseek. Okay, firing off the protocol, but special summoning Meliseek, making his Hextia, activating Meliseek's Vex Search Multi-Figure, fire off the protocol, special summoning Multi-Figure, and so you have a monster and spell and trap. Okay, so... Okay, Skeleton attempting to revive something, Galate, and then met with a solemn strike. Orcust is no longer in the controlling seat, but still trying to give off a fair fight. So Nightmare targeting something. Yeah, targeting Sequidius. To send away something. Yeah, Nightmare still sending away. Me spinning around my chair, trying to look at the time. Alright, sending, okay, Gizmek. This is what Orcust typically do as a desperate play or just a way to push for more damage. So, because Orcust no longer is not in the driving seat, Gizmek's going in now, activates effect to banish 8 and special summon itself. A 2450 attacking level 8 Dark Machine. It's not a bad option, but it allows you to out some certain things and bait some negations or bait, what's the word? Bait out a bounce like Sequidius, battle phase. Sequidius going to bounce back Multi-Figure to bounce back Gizmek, which Mike will probably activate on the next turn. Normal summoning Girsu. Ooh, shoot. Girsu effect. What a top deck. What you guys thinking? I hope he allows it. That's something I would not allow. Activating Gears to the effect to summon 2 tokens. And now he's a tuner, because while there's 2 more cards in the same column, he can treat as a tuner, but that's not going to come up. Okay, skeleton effect. Or actually, World 1, special summon skeleton, so right now he can go in the Black Rose. But no. Okay, making Galatea. Okay, Crackdown stealing the Galatea. Oof, that's a sad boy. He is not allowing to get Dingears out. Okay, Crackdown stealing Galatea. Multi-figure triggering, special summoning out Meliseek. Yeah. Is that what the game now is? The narrator's idea is just like, if you know the deck, you're just like, okay, what will he send to the graveyard? Or what will he special summon? What will he do? Linking the Karibo. You know, the sad part is, with Karibo Pass, is like one of the most powerful plays some people do. I've watched Michael play with his Thunder Dragon deck, or not Thunder Dragon deck, his Lair of Darkness deck, make Link Karibo pass, and Dino Thunder could not kill him because that Link Karibo was on the field. Or no, it was just pure dinos. It was True King dinos. True King dinos, and this was before Animador, Archosaur, or any of the Echo stuff. So this was during... Yeah, I would say, like, this is during, like, the 20... this is when Colossus was still running around, just like one of the top decks. So before 2019, so a little bit before 2019. Okay, making Hexia. But let's get back to the duel. Linking Multi-Faker and Meliseek make Hexia. Seek's effect to search Hexia to search. Man, I'm having such a hard time. Linking Multifaker and Meluseek to make Hextia. Hextia giving that negate, but also Meluseek's effect now triggering hit the graveyard to search for Marionettor. Northside Marionettor, activating Marionettor's effect to probably set either a protocol or a manifestation. I would suggest manifestation, but this is a board that's getting quite big and you're running out of room. Alright, so entering battle phase, Sequidius attacking for 800, attacking for 16, Gizmek activating its effect, and now he survives because none of his monsters can out. Unless Hexia can. Yeah, give me a read. I think it's only two Altergeist monsters he points to. Can't out the Gizmek. So, almost a full board. Passing. Michael looking at his banish pile. Normal summon the Necroface, and you'll be fine. Okay, activate personal spoofing, shuffling back something on say Michael's turn. So I'm grabbing the Multifaker. Okay, flipping out the protocol. Activating another protocol. Okay, Multifaker special summoning itself. Multifaker's now special summoning either Sequidius from the deck, because after being shuffled back to keep infinitely looping Sequidius. And now he has and flipping up Imperial Order. So right now he's staring down one monster negate, one bounce, and spell trap negation. Or at least spells negates. You can't activate spells. Northland Skeleton making Galatea. Can Michael play through one bounce? Yep, here goes the bounce. Bouncing back Galatea. Giving a little tap. Alright, activate Skeleton. Protocol probably negating this. Activating Gizmek's effect. Jesus, only two. What is that? 4 cards left in deck. All right, spoofing, shuffling back, Multifaker to grab probably Concuri. Yep. Now he has attack negation. 3 cards in deck. This is why I don't like Gizmek. And going into game 3, looks like the scooping begins. Welcome to game 3. Can Orcust lose? Actually, I probably should say, can Altergeist win? Is that an evenly match I see in the side? Or is that in the main? But this is probably one like the only videos that actually get game 3 matches, because a lot of the duels are just 2-0 matches. They just get 2-0'd. But have some good back and forth quality. This is actually a good duel where it actually has a lot of back and forth quality. So, while doing shameless plugs, I want to ask, how are you guys doing in this time of, I guess, pandemic, to really get that, I don't know, care. I'm not happy. My brain's kind of turned off after the Hextia, me saying Meluseek constantly. Meluseek, Millionaire, and Hextia. A lot of M's. Multifaker, Hextia. Well, that's at age. So, Multifaker, Meluseek, Marionettor. It's hard to keep all of them. There's also Sequidius and Concuri, but there's the S and K, so it's honestly much easier to say. But it looks like they're done siding, they're done shuffling, they're cutting each other's decks, and now it begins. Orcust is probably going to go first, or maybe, because this Orcust build likes to go second, and I believe Michael bricked. Yep. You can tell because he's setting 3 and passing up and activating Babel, activating Blind Allure, drawing 2, and banishing Nightmare. Ooh, he actually got something. And passing. Probably a hand trap. Okay, Altergeist, set 5 and pass. Setting 1. Setting 2, 3, 4. And passing. End phase, Twin Twister, discarding Monster Reborn to pop these 2. Okay, hit the anti-spell frequency and Crackdown. That's actually not a bad hit. Anything else at end phase? Nope. Okay, Michael draws and pass. Okay, Allure again, activating Order, Twin Twister, discarding. And Judgment the Twin Twister by discarding. Okay. Yeah. Oh, he discarded the Bigfoot. Okay, so yeah, so that interaction was Allure, Chainlink 1, or Chainlink 2, in Order, Chainlink 3, Twin, Chainlink 4, Judgment, discarding 4 costs off Twin Twister, Bigfoot, after all that resolves, Bigfoot popping the Order. Okay, looks like Rudy now starting to get into his place, seeing the Marionetter, normal selling Marionetter, activating the effect, probably setting protocol. And now it begins the normal summon of Mothman, activating Mothman, normal selling Mothman, activating Concure, attacking Marionetter. Concure activates effect to negate the attack and negating Babel to turn off the quick effects. Normal selling another Marionetter to probably set Manifestation to make Hexia, then go to the Hexia loop where you have Marionetter and Hexia to attack with 31, 16, and keep going with that. Yep. Linking both of those off for Hexia, keeping the now Babel's now online. Hexia has 3100 attack, Marionetter has 16, and time to run over things. They're 31 to, I believe, Nightmare, or I keep saying Nightmare, but Mothman has, I believe, 1800 attack or 1700, I can't remember. Yeah, so 31 to Mothman, and then 16 direct. Probably be commentating in the background, probably saying like, oh man, looks like Altergeist might actually get a win. So firing off the Manifestation to special summon an Altergeist monster, chain Call by the Grave, chain Hexia, negating the Call by the Grave, rest in peace Call by the Grave to 1. Activating Concurry to negate the Babel. I don't understand why he keeps negating the Babel. Okay, Michael passes, setting 1, and then I'm assuming attacking for 15. Oh no, he's just gonna link both of those off for Hexia. So you get Hexia's effect to search for another card, searching for Marionetter to seal this game up. And I think my recording software, my video crashed. So that was game on board. I don't think Michael had anything, and typically Altergeist was in the driver's seat, so I'm sorry I had to do that to you. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like and share this with more people. I kind of want to see more people actually get interested in these live duels. And I promise I will be trying to get more diversity instead of just Altergeist or Salamangreat or Orcust. Mostly it's been a lot of Orcust matchups. And for one more also dispute that I do not have Eldritch anymore, so I don't have Eldritch bait anymore, so I just wanted to do a quick update on that. For that, but if I do record another live duel, what would you like to see? Right now, the decks I have are Vampires, Mathmex, Orcus, and my flip deck, but not many people want to fight my flip deck, so I'm either have to go to an online format to do that. But anyway, guys, peace out.